Hey guys, thank you so much for coming. We have Alex Morgan and Emily and Egmond here. They're both going to give their thoughts on tonight's match, and we'll open up for questions. Do you want to go first, Emily?
Okay.
Emily?
No, I'll go first. I mean, just the atmosphere tonight was incredible. It was so much fun to play in front of our fans for one last time this season. And we're just ready to go to Portland now after we recover legs from 120 minutes.
My answer was that question.
Yeah, just your thoughts on the match.
I mean, yeah, just to reiterate what Alex said, it's always a pleasure to play here in front of our home supporters, and probably couldn't have got through the game without them tonight, so huge credit to them. And yeah, everyone's in our position towards Portland now.
Congratulations both on the goals tonight. But how does a game like this, going to 120 minutes, those exhausted legs, how does that build that team ready for that next game, especially starting with some recovery, hopefully?
Yeah, I mean, we had the international break, and so we hadn't really no one had a game, in 2 weeks, and OL Reign and Portland won't have had a game in 3 weeks, so I think just we need to build off this momentum. And it went longer than we would have wanted. We would have liked to wrap it up at 90, but just showing the fight that we did, coming back from 1-0 down early in the first half, we just rode out the game and stuck to the plan, and just like inch by inch got back in the game. And I think that's definitely a testament to our character. And we've kind of been in this position a couple of times this year and have been able to claw our way out. So it just shows great character from the team.
Emily, as a defensive mid, normally you don't get on the score sheet a lot, but what does it mean for you to score in such an important game and get the tying goal?
Yeah, obviously first goal of the season for me, so
Oh, it is?
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
but I mean, wouldn't be able to do it without my teammates, and huge credit to them. They fought so hard all season, we've been working so hard to get to this point, and one game at a time now, and full focus towards Portland, like I said before. Patty?
Both of you know how, first of all, congratulations. Both of you know how hard it is to get to this position and this far into the playoffs, and as an expansion team, especially, it's like unfathomable. What makes this team so special or different than past teams that you've been on?
I'll go first. I mean, first off, Casey is, a coach that I really admire. She's someone that truly leads this team. And it's just great to just have that, honesty, an open door policy with her, and just, it's just building on trust from the very beginning, laying those foundations. And then just this team, I think that everyone, genuinely gets along with each other. We support each other. We just have really great locker room culture. And we've been able to build that over the course of only one season. And then just seeing kind of what the club overall has tried to build in such a short period of time, you just can't help but be proud to play for this club.
Joey?
Alex, there are a lot of questions coming into this game if you were going to be able to play at all. I mean, what led to you playing, and how are you feeling after?
Feeling great in a couple days. I feel like, I just wanted to take it day by day. I didn't want to set any unrealistic expectation for myself, which is why we didn't really know until pretty much yesterday that I was going to be playing, and let alone starting, and able to possibly go 90 or 120 minutes. So that was kind of the mindset a couple weeks ago when my injury was seen as something that I can, possibly get back in a quick and timely manner. But definitely feeling sore, and I'm ready to get nice back.
Emily, you missed an identical volley right before your equalizer. What was going through your head as Sophia's pass kind of bounced up and you were right in front of the goal?
Just not to repeat the mistake I made before. No, just obviously in those moments, it's just got to take your chances. I think tonight we showed how creative we are in that final third, and if we can build on that performance, finals football, anything can happen. So we'll go to Portland, we'll review them, and again, just huge credit to the team. The camaraderie within this group is something special, and the girls showed tremendous fight tonight, and just couldn't be prouder.
Hi Alex, obviously people see you as a big star of the team, you are the top scorer goaler of the season, but what would you say is the best part of this team from your point of view?
The best part of this team is like the fight that we have every time we step on the field, like the fight that we have for each other. Just for example, this game, Kaylin made a mistake, that she's never made probably before, and she's kind of bailed us out so many times this season. So so many of us went up to her and were just like, we got you, we're getting back in this game, like don't even worry about it. So I think just like that support of each other is something that maybe like a lot of people don't see, and sometimes you don't really get the opportunity to play on teams like that. So I think that's really what sets this team apart.
What did this goal mean to you, knowing that you were pushing the team forward into the next level?
We really wanted the goal. I felt like the momentum was on our side. It kind of had shifted a little bit, and we were going wave after wave, no pun intended. And I felt like throughout the game, a lot of my shots were being blocked. So this one, I kind of got the opportunity to go low and hard and to the far post, and just took my opportunity. There's no better feeling than, winning a playoff game in front of your home fans.
Sorry, no VG donuts to celebrate. I gave them to your guy Dave. But in terms of just kind of, the final moments of the game and like hearing that whistle for either of you, just what were some of the emotions or just kind of like relief behind that?
I was just thinking, fuck yeah.
Casey Stoney, she's going to start out with a statement about tonight's match, and then we'll open up for questions.
Yeah, just immensely proud of the team. I think going 1-0 down in those circumstances, and listen, Kona Sheridan just dug us out of big holes this season. It was the team's turn to dig her out of the hole, and I'm so proud that they did it. She's immense, and she'll be enough for her. She won't, at a certain moment she won't want to remember, but at the same time, that's what teammates are for. And I said at half time, there's only one team I believe in the league that can come back constantly like they do, and it's that team in there. So immensely proud. I thought we deserved it, if I'm honest. I thought the second half, the amount of chances we created and didn't take, I thought it was going to be a tale of our season really, but that's why for me Alex is MVP, because in big moments she turns up. So massively proud, but never to get too high. We've got to now recover and refocus, and we've got a semi-final to play.
Joey?
Welcome to the playoffs. From lowest of lows to highest of highs. And I'm wondering, for you, like, in coaching-wise, what kind of change and what have you learned from one game with NWSL? What goes into that?
Yeah, I think we had to change it tactically even in the first half, because we were getting outnumbered in certain areas. I think once we went to a 4-4-2, we looked a little more structured. We could get pressure higher up, and I thought that really helped us. So I learned that maybe I need to set the team up different from the start, just to give them a chance. But I've also learned that it doesn't matter the conditions in this league, it's so tight. Every team is so competitive. Every team has a star player in their team that can hurt you. Chicago are an exceptional side. I think they're a very good side the way they play and the way they attack. It's been a big learning curve. In England, when the season's over, it's over. It's not here, and our mentality tonight was spot on.
At times it seemed like it was 12 against 11, but even then you still persevered as a team. What was the mentality as far as deploying Mira Elite? Is that something that you had foreseen if in case there was extra time, or was it fitness?
No, we had planned for every scenario. So if we're down, if we're up, if we're tying, what will we do? When we were down, we had to change things a little bit. But then, I had a plan of like if we want to go and win it, but I felt like we didn't need to go to a different system because we were creating so many chances. We were putting the ball in their box so many times and causing difficulties. I didn't need to shift the system too much. It was just about like, can we take our chance, and when we do, can we be really solid behind the ball? So, massively proud of the team tonight, and in what they were able to do. And yeah, we have to make our own luck, we know that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alex was in here talking a little bit about how you've created a culture of trust in a locker room, and I'm just wondering how you do that, especially in light of like so many other teams struggling with that.
I think you have to show vulnerability yourself first. As a head coach, you have to be prepared to show that you're going to own your own mistakes. You have to create an environment every day where you live and breathe that, and you have honest conversations. And if you get it wrong, and I've got it wrong quite a few times with different players this year, and I've said sorry, you know, because what I try and do is get it right for them, but I'm also human, so I make mistakes, and when I do, I own it. I also think I leave space for them to have a voice. I trust them massively to give me feedback, and we always try and action whatever feedback they give us, because this is their team, this is their environment. I'm just a facilitator. I see myself as a facilitator to put them on the pathway to wherever they want to go. And am I always going to get it right? No. And have I got it wrong this season? Yeah, quite a lot I have in terms of the lessons that I've learned, but I also don't hammer them for mistakes, because the minute you start doing that, you lose trust. If you start being dishonest, you lose trust. I'm very honest, I'm very direct, but that is the foundation for trust, honesty and honest critique and feedback. And I also take that from them. So when I haven't got it right, it's not just me telling them, it's them telling me too. And I think we have a really respectful, trusting environment and incredible women that just want to do so well. And I was so pleased they were here to be able to watch them tonight, because they're incredible role models for both of these and the little one that's fast asleep in the chapel. Morgan?
Hey Coach, congrats on the win again. I'm sure Emily and Alex will get a bunch of shine tonight, but how big of an impact did Sophia have coming off the bench running down that left flank?
Best I've seen her. Best I've seen her, hands down, since she's been here. And she'll admittedly say she's struggled a little bit, in terms of adapting to the league, but I make a change. If she doesn't play like that, my change doesn't, come off. But I thought she was outstanding. The way she drove at the fullback, the way she got down the sides, the way she delivered crosses. I wouldn't have wanted to play against her tonight, because she was so direct and so impactful. And I'm just really pleased for her, because I think that performance has been needed, and I hope that grows her in confidence for next week.
Casey, next Sunday, Wave, the Loyal, and also the Padres will play for a final. What can you say, or what would you say about this city as a sports city?
Well, amazing. I keep hearing that San Diego's been crying out for good sporting teams for a while, and they got free. So incredible support tonight. I have to say the fans were absolutely electric, and they carried us, for large periods of the game. And I've never experienced that atmosphere like it as a head coach. So, I hope that loads of people are booking their flights to Portland to come and support us there. I know it's not easy, but we need as much support as we can get there. And we've got an incredible city. I'm really, really proud to now call this my home.
On and off the season, you've talked about officiating, and you've even expressed that you were concerned that some of the officiating might have put the players in danger. What changes would you like to see as far as protocols or any kind of rules or anything that you think would make it safer for them?
I'd just like to see a little bit more consistency, because when Taylor Corniak goes up for a header and gets smashed in the back, how many concussions or neck injuries or back injuries does she need to get before someone actually protects her? And then she goes anywhere near someone, and because of her size, it's automatically a foul, even when it's not a foul. So I would just like a little bit of consistency. It's not easy to do that job. I wouldn't want to be a referee. I didn't ever dream of being a ref. I think it's difficult. I think it's really, the game is so fast here as well, so they have to make decisions so quickly, and they don't get a lot of help. So I just didn't think there was a huge amount of consistency tonight, but I said from the get-go I'm not going to get involved. I wasn't going to get involved tonight because there's no point. I'm not going to change their decision, I'm not going to influence it. I just tried to focus on the players and what they needed from me. But when they start getting injured and hurt, then that's when I can, get a little bit frustrated, because it's my job to protect my players. But yeah, I think obviously VAR is due to come in next year. I hope that helps in some way, shape or form. But that will be only the kind of key moments. We have to, first and foremost, the referee's job is safe and player safety. And if they get that right, there's other things they can get wrong that are just part of the game. But I think the player safety element, I'd like to see a little bit improved.
Can you talk about the physicality of your team to go 120 minutes with some players that maybe weren't 100%? What does that say about the drive that your team has to get this result?
Considering Taylor and Alex were questionable, Alex is just an unbelievable comparing athlete to still be out there at that time and do what she did. And massively proud, because I probably didn't want us to go to extra time, to be honest. But then I thought we got stronger, which is credit to our team, credit to the staff in terms of the work they've put in. And I thought we're going to have to recover really well now. We haven't had a game, we've had 120 minutes, so we need to make sure that we get this loading part right. We'll probably do minimal on the field this week, just to prepare for next week. But yeah, I think the mentality of this team, that's what I said to them at half time. I absolutely knew that we could get back in this game and win it because of what we've previously done and proved.
Any other questions? Jackie, last one.
Casey, you're talking about that mentality of the team, and just wanted to get your thoughts. Obviously, there was a lot of attempts on goal, like you were saying, just a lot of grit on the field. But just what do you think was that like difference maker, if you can boil it down to just what your team did?
Both boxes. It came down to both boxes. I thought we defended ours well, really well. And Naomi was exceptional again. Kaylee, back four, goalkeeper. I thought the midfield were unbelievable, the amount they covered ground. And then, I would have been ruining it if we hadn't won, because we had a lot of attempts on goal without a lot of conviction. So the fact that we're getting in the right areas, we created a lot of chances is a huge positive. And yeah, it was I thought it was a deserved victory, albeit they're a good side. So yeah, it's both boxes and our mentality to just keep going and keep plugging and know that we're going to stay in the game, we're going to get a goal.